Welcome to another episode of High Frequency Convo. I'm your host, of course, Wes Hunt, and this is my co-host.
Juss the God.
This is my special guest co-host, Juss. And this is the podcast where we spark blunts. You niggas enthusiastic for me, right? It's the podcast where we spark blunts and conversation. Remember that? I try to give y'all half of that YouTube energy that y'all see. It's half of what's energy. I can't be like, what's up YouTube and all that shit, man? You know what I mean? But I try to at least give y'all some kind of enthusiasm. But thank you, man, for the new subscribers. I think 15 of what's going to subs over the last few days. Thank you. I appreciate it. Check out tomorrow. I said the last time, but it's a 95% chance that ETW TV will be premiering tomorrow. Mad content's going to be on there. Check out ETW TV. You're going to have reaction videos, compilation videos, comedy shit on there. You know what I mean? Cartoons eventually and shorts and a best of H.F.C. and a whole bunch of other crazy shit on there. So it's gonna be a whole media content. It's gonna be keep growing. Keep checking out this channel. As you see, we posting new shorts recently. Like, share, subscribe. Spam the motherfucking comments. Go in the comments and share. I'm not gonna lie, y'all been engaging a little more. I mean, in my analytics, and at least with the shorts and everything. So I appreciate that for everybody that's doing it. Wes Hunt LG SoundCloud. We got that coming. We got a performance coming out to Coast to Coast Live. August 21st, we can let y'all know how that goes. We're going to take some video there, and I will be posting some of that content up on. Actually, they actually have content for me. They're going to send me all that shit. They're going to give me the clips, everything together for me too. So I'm putting all that shit on the channel as well. We got Wes Hunt and G Wolfmatic 2's coming out soon. We got 4 singles on SoundCloud already, 1 single on every you can play music, Apple, Tidal, Spotify, and all that shit. That's Smoke With Me. We got, what the fuck's the 4 singles? I always forget it. Top G. What's the other shit?
Smoke With Me, Top G, Fuck You Too.
And Pop Chulo. Smoke With Me, Top G, Pop Chulo. And Fuck You Too. Alright, let me get into the motherfucking shit. I mean, like, shameless plugs, but I got a motherfucking plug.
Oh, yeah, ABA coming soon.
ABA, oh man, I forgot. 1987 mixtape coming soon. Wolfmatic 2 coming soon. ABA coming soon. C. Marie coming soon. And also, go check out my nephew's channel, Waffle Activity. You know what I mean? Go check out his Waffle Activity. He's going nuts. I'll be like, y'all probably know him already. He's like 50K and shit like that. That's one of my inspirations when it comes to his YouTube shit. Go check out Billy Carson's channel, Forbidden Knowledge TV. Go check out Dave Dash. Everybody always big it up on this shit.
Listen to Stephen Greer.
Yeah, I don't know if you collaborate that.
Yeah, Stephen Greer. You know what I mean? He's the man right now. You know what I mean? He actually did a show with Billy Carson. You know what I mean? He had a and then they got a video on YouTube. I don't want to say it wrong, but 100 years of lost technology. You know what I'm saying? It's good, interesting shit. You should go check it out. But Stephen Greer got a lot of information on what's going on now with all those UFOs and all the alien stuff. You know what I'm saying? He had to brief Bill Clinton on it when Bill Clinton wanted to know, and Bill Clinton had to fall back because he had gotten threatened. You need to really check out Stephen Greer and stuff. You know what I'm saying? He's going all around right now. You know what I'm saying? Right now they're talking to Congress right now. You know what I mean? So you should check out Stephen Greer.
In this episode, check out Stephen Greer. Shout out to Stephen Greer. Shout out to everybody that's truth bringers, that's trying to spread the light, and everybody that's not go fuck over. And this is oh, you know we can do this. It's episode 30, which is spirit. You know you always do the mathematics, so say spirit.
Spirit. But the God mathematics on that is knowledge, wisdom, understanding. That's understanding cipher. So that's 360 degrees.
3 spirit. So I could wait to get to this
6
episode.
6 3 is 9, and 9 is the number of God. 369 is God's
369
number.
numbers of God, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? All the numbers are divisible back into themselves.
679 Sagittarius, lucky numbers. 2 6s, 2 3s, and 6.
Yep, strong numbers. Yep, strong numbers. We all Sagittarius together, you know, about the 3 brothers, 3 Sagittarius, so shout out to that. But on this episode, it's very apropos that we start off with that, because it's on, we're going to talk about one can build, destroy, or create. And we're going to start with the first segment, is building. We know I like to do take a word from our sponsors, like I started doing as a recent. And I like to pick people on the show that inspires us, or either recently or back in the days that kind of, you can kind of see where we get pieces of our ideas, not all things. We don't give you everything everybody says. Obviously, we got our own mind, but like, this is a lot of people that inspire us, that is builders. That's why I'm starting off with this gentleman here. You know what I mean? The last real president we had, JFK.
And the editors of great newspapers, such as yours, owe a common obligation to the people. An obligation to present the facts, to present them with candor, and to present them in perspective. It is with that obligation in mind that I have decided in the last 24 hours to discuss briefly at this time the recent events in Cuba. On that unhappy island, as in so many other arenas of the contest for freedom, the news has grown worse instead of better.
To this day.
Way.
If y'all don't know what JFK did, that's why they popped his head off. He has a lot of things. Like, it was so hard. The Secret Society one is the most famous one. We're talking about exposing secret societies. Look up this guy JFK. He was the last real president. He exposed everything: media, politicians, people within the government, Congress, the whole fucking. No, I didn't say exposed, but that's why I say he's a builder. Sometimes building don't always mean you're gonna be successful. He was always trying to give back and fucking he's actually a real president. Well, a president's supposed to be.
I don't disagree, but
I mean, you could. I think what that's paying attention. I give everything, but we don't got time for that. You go into building. What does it mean to you to build?
to add on, to add on to improve on. That's what building is. To add on to improve on. You know what I mean? To add on, and degrees of understanding. You know what I mean? Where you're dealing with 5%. You know what I mean? It's to learn. You know what I'm saying? So building is to learn, add on. You know what I'm saying? And improve.
What does building mean to you? What does it mean to build to you? You figure that.
Yeah. Thought provoking. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as you can provoke thought. You know? Sometimes, you know what I mean, 1 + 1 is 2, but sometimes you want to, you want to get to 3 now. So it's thought provoking. So the first person that came at 1 + 1 is 2. Some people sat around like, yo, so what's 3? And what's 4? What's 5? So that's what we want to do. You want to provoke thought. You know what I'm saying? That's what you mean when you build. You throwing shit out there, maybe right, maybe wrong, maybe close to it. Somebody might come along and clean it up. You know what I'm saying? So, you build it. You get into the high. You know what I'm saying?
To me, to sum it up and make it simple and plain, building to me is positive. That's what it is. Building to me is a positive act. You know what I mean? It always means some Mother Teresa type positivity shit. But if you add it on to yourself, self-growth, mental growth, emotional growth, giving back, like I said, try to create, to do, it's always adding on, you always adding on, you're adding back to the old, that's all positive shit. Anything added on is building, and when what you build, that's how we got this great fucking world where everything is all developed, I mean, through building. If you just destroying everything, which is the next fucking...
Assuming that, everybody that's watching, and everybody's here, is of that ilk.
They're not.
You know what I'm saying?
But my whole point, I'm pretty sure everybody can.
No, I'm saying, because, the way we use building, positive thinkers and thought provokers is in a positive light. But somebody else could be building on some other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like what?
No, you could be building on. You could be building on some negatives. You could be building on
how to
implementing systems
rob the whole world.
You could be building.
But that's not building. That's thinking. You're contemplating some next shit.
No, I'm saying
build it in the
it's a slang. I'm talking about the true definition.
No, I'm talking about the true definition. And if you use it loosely, the true definition of building is not the negative.
No.
Something when you're building something negative.
No.
Besides,
I can explain. For instance, what we're doing here, we're building. That's what we're doing. We're building. You know what I'm saying? We're taking insight from each other and building.
It's not positive?
Let me finish. Within the same context, 3 people could be sitting in a room and building on something negative.
Definitely.
They're not building, they destroy it. Just because they have the conversation.
No. Because destroying is not always negative, though. No. Because if 5% mathematics, destroying is not negative.
And you can destroy your bad habits.
Destroying is not negative. You know what I mean?
Okay, you can build a building physically and put a concentration camp in that shit. Of course. But that's the physical thing of building.
And you can build on negative ideas too.
But like I said, building is a slang.
That doesn't have to be physical. You could be building on implementing systems that keep people under. You know what I'm saying? Building could be used in every aspect. It depends the person who's using the person who's using the tool.
In our slang.
Yo, the way sorry, go ahead.
The way we use it in our slang and our culture, building is always positive. Nobody never used the word building for negative.
Except for the ones that's using it to build for negative.
No. They actually doing the act. They're not going to use the actual word because They use another word. I don't know what they do, but I'm just saying, like, building in our world, in our culture. And like I said, everybody who's watching, I'm sure that everybody's watching it is of the same ilk and want to grow and want to learn. So they all use that word build in a positive light. But in actuality, you can build anything.
You can build in a negative manner.
But can I say this?
You can build a bomb.
Because building is sitting down together, talking and conversating on ideas, whether negative or positive. That's building.
Building is a verb, so it's action and action.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But in the way I use it, like I said, I don't want to have to on this show, like my big bro just said. Like I said, I know, and it's good banter back and forth. It's good verbal joust, but it's like. On this show, if you're not in first grade, if you don't understand what the fuck I'm talking about, then this show ain't for you because it may be too advanced. Then you go to your classes, then come back to the show, then go to Billy Carson and keep elevating to that.
But Billy Carson is more advanced than this. Yes, but
listen, man, listen, we're gonna fucking throw it out before you disagree.
I'm not disagreeing.
Because that's a guarantee. I'm not trying to fucking slow down everything I gotta say, explain everything I gotta say to the T to get my fucking point across. Like, boom. Okay, what y'all talking about? You could be in a room with 30 niggas talking about how to rob a bank. Yeah, you building to destroy. Then you could be talking about how to destroy something to build. There's a different things. I don't want to have this. I'm not talking about niggas building to destroy. I'm not talking about niggas destroying to build. I'm talking about niggas building in the context of which we know what the fuck we're talking about.
The slang version.
Building. I mean, like, not building, destroy. Like, okay, they can destroy everything. You could be here all day, and any question I pose, you could. It's a conversation, but the conversation don't always have to be a fucking debate.
No,
a conversation could be something that we all building on because we have to get multiple episodes. It don't gotta be always be that.
No,
it's just unnecessary.
No. I agree with you, but conversations too to get to a necessary point sometimes has to be a date because everybody don't share the same ideas.
Yeah, but I don't think it's the time for it because we all know what building means. And like I said, anybody who's a channel either want to grow and they get the context of building. If we kept talking, they would understand what we meant by building, and then it wouldn't have been so motherfucking unclear. That means because what y'all talking about,
it still is not.
I understand what y'all talking about, but what y'all talking about,
and I don't think it's confusing to them. It's a conversation. You can be building in negative. You can have a conversation in a positive manner like we have, and you can have a conversation in a negative manner. It's all building. But I understand what you're saying.
You should have clarified what you said because you said building to you is positive. So
that's said to me.
Exactly. But I'm trying to say so.
That's
what I'm trying to clarify. Like he said to you, like I said, in the way we use it in our world. In the world of free thinkers and thought provokers, building
and in
is
the
positive.
world of free thinkers, but in the world of free thinkers, building gonna be whatever you fucking give a free thinker to think about.
No, I know, but I'm just saying we use all this terminology for us. Like I don't know what I can't speak for them. I don't know what they
Right,
do.
that's what I'm saying. So I'm clarifying it for how
I'm trying to say for where we use it.
They may not be thinking of what we
everybody knows that. Everybody from that world, ever in the history of the world, use these type of terminology.
And most of the people that's on this channel guarantee it's not vibrating. They want to vibrate like us, so they want to know. But they not on the same. They not there where we at. So it is a walk down the lane for first graders.
Yeah, but it's still you still gotta tell them walk down the lane for first graders. You can you can build negative too, because that's not really building, nigga. It's not really building. It's building and it's building. It's what's called
building. It's building, not to add on.
I didn't be able to get my thought out. My brother. Like I did 3 words before you jump in before I get my thought out. I smoke weed, then I'm gonna forget what the fuck I say. Like building is something. The way I was talking about it, the way y'all talking about it is like the fucking flat out. I forgot the word.
Definition.
It's just the true definition. Oh, you can build in anything, but like, come on, I'm not talking about building in that regards. I don't want to teach building in that regards. I don't want to pick the idea and build in that regards. It's just all around the fucking world. You can build, but I want to give a PSA. What was building like that? You're destroying. That's the M. Night Shyamalan twist. You're building to destroy. Oh, let's go. Yeah, it's not a kidnapping ring. You might be building, but you're gonna be destroyed. And then you can destroy to build. I'm gonna stop doing that shit. I'm gonna stop fucking drinking that much liquor. I'm gonna stop doing this shit. You might be destroying certain parts of your motherfucking self, but to build. PSA. So it's the Wizard of Oz. So you're not really building. I don't give a fuck how the semantics play out. You're not really building. You're destroying at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, it's not how the movie starts or the book starts, how it ends.
Now we talking.
I mean, like, so
now
like,
we talking. Now we
talking. Clarification. So we
but yeah, like I said, I don't have to go through certain things. In my opinion, I could be wrong, but like.
But you gotta always understand.
And for other people.
Yeah,
like
but maybe you're in this world. Like I said, that's why I say assuming. No, I'm just saying assume that everybody here understands. So we don't have to really. Because most people probably like, yeah, you know, niggas, everybody here, but it may be 1 or 2 niggas here.
If you went to comedic school, they're not only gonna teach you all that is good. That's not life.
Are they gonna go through every fucking thing?
No, but they're gonna tell you every fucking thing. No, but listen, from my experience, you get both hands, a balance, because that's what it is, a balance. The choice is always going to be left up to the
The
individual.
Tutu was talking to you. Did he go?
He gave us everything. That's what I'm saying. Everything in a balance. Everything in a balance. Everything. He, like from no, listen.
You can't.
From the first time into the, I just said,
that's insane.
did Tutu tell us the negative and the positive? I said he gave us everything in a balance. Right from the time he walked in the door, his first thing out of his mouth was, "The last people I gave this to used it for all negative manners." And I'm hoping that you understand what I'm saying. So he gave us everything, and he gave us this, and he gave us this. That's why he always told us, you have the opportunity to research and learn for yourself. Don't take it from me. He gave us this, he gave us this.
So did Tutu, every time he told y'all something, go in super detail and explain.
But we didn't go into super detail though, bro. We
You
did.
just took 8 minutes explaining that building could be used in a negative way.
But would it took 8 minutes if we had just explained our point and we had just went on? It wouldn't have took 8 minutes. It became a debate off the fact of, but it wasn't because of what we said. We just said what we said.
Yeah.
He said what he said, and then
If
we
you
could have
felt
went
there
on.
was, like I said, I didn't disagree.
It's not about being right or wrong.
It's
No,
not about
no,
being
no.
right or wrong. I didn't disagree. But then
And I didn't disagree with you.
Of course, I said you can do that, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fact they say it's like first grade. Everybody here is spooky. I said, yeah, just like my big brother said, we went to the whole back and forth thing. Oh, who gives a fuck? But like I said, if you felt like it was necessary to tell people
so
whatever,
we just want to
it is what it
clarify.
is. But like, why would someone consciously choose to be a builder? Like, they're not and choose the other way. Why would someone
Choose to build in a positive manner? Because it's the most, because
Destroy's coming up. Before we go into Destroy,
We doing sequence.
listeners, because I also build, destroy, create. Before we go into Destroy, listeners and people in this fucking studio, we are not talking about destroying in a positive way. Building is positive in this one. Negative is destroying, and creation is the creation. Obviously, doing it with the definition of
I
creation.
completely agree with you.
So let's just go on. So like, why will someone choose to be a builder? Consciously choose to be a builder.
If they're a righteous person, because it's a thing, because you added on to
You're not
society.
born righteous. So why would somebody choose? Because it takes practice to be
I think it's practice to become a better human being. But I think you are who you are when you got here.
I disagree with that, but go on.
Like I said, somebody choose to be a builder. I think that's something that happens after. I think it's an unconscious thing. I think when you build in, it's just a characteristic trait. I think you know me. I'm a nature versus nurture guy. So you know sometimes it's your nature and your nurture, who you grew up around. You know, I had a big brother. He taught us a lot of shit. He learned from people. Then of course we learn our own things, and then we grew up in a certain neighborhood. So we certain things, you know, we didn't follow everything. So it's a tug of war. It's never a straight line. You know what I'm saying? It's a tug of war, and it's all I'm trying to say. So you know what I mean? As you grow and as you learn, then the consciousness comes into play. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you're asking. You're asking what we can choose to be.
Consciously.
Yeah. My point is trying to say, I think it's something you get when you get to a certain level. It's not something you do in the beginning. I think it's because if you're never around it, you're just never around it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so sometimes an individual can just automatically do it. And sometimes, yeah, I know.
But before I go and answer it, I want to play devil's advocate, and y'all gonna both get the opportunity to answer my devil's advocate question, because
that's the point. You always gotta play devil's advocate. That's how you get the answers.
That's how you get the
No,
answers.
this is the devil's advocate
That's
to
how
what
you
you
get
just
the
said, and
answer.
let me elaborate to make sure. So we say is there some people that don't got that opportunity or ability because their environment grew up. What about the people and that didn't have the opportunity or environment, but yet still chose and became that person anyway?
That's what I'm saying. Back to nature versus
Because
nurture. Like, you know what I'm saying?
that's what I said in the
Sometimes
beginning.
is that one-off. That's just a rare breed who just on some other shit.
That's what I
And
said. It becomes a choice.
I wasn't that person, so I can't explain. You know what I'm saying? I believe mine was more nurture. And then from there, I built. So I won't be able to
That's my point.
speak on that. My opinion is nature versus nurture. I just assume, because, you know, there's always one-offs and everything. So that person that just came out of nowhere, his parents was just nothing on it. His big brothers was nothing on it. His big homie was nothing on it. His teachers was nothing on it.
He was born.
He was
with
just
it.
different. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
he was
that's just
born
how
with it.
I
That's why I say I believe that people are born with who you are. Who you are when
basically,
you get
I'm
here.
elaborate on that. That's
You are who you are when you get here. It's just what you say. It's nature and nurture. You are who you are when you get here. Now through nurture,
doesn't mean you can't.
not right.
You
Through
can't
nurture,
develop. Yeah.
to the nurture of your environment. Whether your parents are ain't good, whether you're growing up in a fucked up hectic environment. Now that may start to sway you. If you're strong enough, you stay on the path. But you are who you are when you got here. You know what I'm saying? Because you carrying on. If you want to go real fucking deep, the reason I said that is because when you fucking died in the last life, you carrying on the baggage from that life to this life. So you are who the fuck you are when you get here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the baby come out, the baby's innocent, but the baby got baggage from a life before. You are who the fuck you are when you get here. Now, innately inside of you, nigga, from the time I could know myself, I believed what I believe that what is right now. From the time I know myself, I wasn't taught that. Through life, I met people that thought like me.
Help you grow, yeah.
Helped me grow. But I wasn't thought to be like, there's aliens. There's something greater than I don't believe in this whole God concept the way people. I wasn't taught that. I sat in church and be like, God can't be in here. It's too cold. You understand what I'm saying? So if that shit was inside of me. Some people may be taught it. You could be taught. You know what I mean?
I said,
just give you a take on it. Yeah.
Nah, not yet. I'm about to do it now. Why would someone choose to consciously be a builder? And as of late, I use certain words completely for a reason. Why would someone choose to consciously? First of all, when you talk about you being a fucking kid, that choosing consciously things is not in the play. Your brain is hardly developed. I'm talking about when somebody becomes conscious.
Spark.
When that spark happens. Okay, let me
I would disagree with that.
You gotta let me just stop. You can't do that.
Nah, I could disagree with that.
Okay,
you can't say that.
Listen, I disagree, but I waited for like 15 minutes until you talk, so wait fuck 15 minutes for us. I told, come on, you can't do that. It's insane. And it's rude. But like, I said choose for a reason. And first of all, you make a choice every day. Just because you're a superhero for instincts, superhero become a villain. And then that villain become a superhero. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's what Joker was trying to tell Batman, exactly. It's just a thin line.
Yeah.
The reason you are still a good person, no matter your upbringing, because every day you continuously make a conscious decision to choose to be a good person. That's the same reason somebody can be a good person up to a point, something traumatic happens, then they say fuck everybody, and they turn into a villain in the superhero context, completely different person. So, no matter if it's your upbringing or not, and you was born from your last baggage in your last life and shit like that, you still constantly choosing to pick up this cup, to smoke that blunt, to take a piss. It's a conscious decision.
So when do that conscious decision?
When you consciously, I just broke the fucking point.
That's why I disagree, because you cannot tell me that you're not consciously aware of being righteous at 10 or 8 years old, my nigga. That's not possible. You can't say that.
You can't be righteous, but
you cannot tell me you're not consciously aware of what the fuck you're doing at 8, 9 years old.
You think every touch, like
you're not. You got fucking conspiracy, but you're not. It's science. You're not.
Listen.
You're not as conscious. You're not.
Yeah.
You're still learning.
You're learning more information, but you can't tell me. You cannot tell me that, my nigga. No, because I watch my kids all day long make conscious decisions, righteous decisions, especially now. Because that's how he is. He's born like that.
Let me explain something. Because I know what Russ was trying to go, and I said you try to go. So let me try to clarify for both.
First of all,
because I'm gonna get both of y'all.
Before you go, I want y'all to watch back this. I hope y'all. You must say you watch every episode. Do you see how much time you cut me the fuck off and I just be quiet? You can't.
And I'll be quiet.
Oh my god. Like I said, watch this episode back. Watch this episode and it's the first segment. No, you keep cutting me off. I get my whole point. Then he says, then he gets an idea spark to make conversation work. Then he gets a point. Then I was my point in translation. It's not fucking cool. And I keep doing it to you. It makes no sense. It's annoying as shit. Yeah, and for the viewers, this is a raw footage. This is why I made the show. I already know it's gonna go this way when I made the show. And I already know it's gonna be an antagonist. But it gets fucking
every day for the last 25 years.
And the conversation is not about.
This is how it is.
Yo, so you know I'm also researching. Remember your point. I don't want to be what's called. I'm also researching. Fuck my other point. Whatever. I'll get to that again. You know I also researched the other day, and I'm gonna send this shit to all y'all just in case y'all think I'm bullshit. Science proves in a normal fucking conversation between people, both parties is trying to have 7% talking.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to have 30% of talking and 7% listen. That's exactly what happens in every conversation. It's fucking ridiculous, man. It's about getting to a real point. You say your point. You don't gotta always be mad like Regal. But at some point, when a nigga you have to let the nigga give the nigga the fucking floor. It makes no sense. And I be like, it doesn't make no fucking sense, bro. Like, and yes, you have to be choose to do shit. I don't give a fuck if you conscious and your kids made it. They just naturally born like that, or you just have fucking good parents. And
they were naturally born like that.
I feel cool. And like, you said that already. I understand how you feel, but you have to feel the need to keep cutting me off when I know how you feel. That's insane. Man, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Like I said, like, you can't. Maybe they had good fucking parents and they got taught. I'm gonna say they didn't have a good spirit for their past life. That's what I don't know. You don't know. Nobody can really, like I said, nobody can really motherfucking go that deep. So exactly. So let's not talk about that as a fact. Okay, that's what we all believe.
I never said it was a fact.
Okay, cool. I didn't say you guys. But you talking about
conscious righteous decisions.
No, but you talking with an emphasis. No, they born like that.
No, I said some people are born like that.
Exactly. You took what F says. Some people are born.
said
You can't
yes,
consciously
yes.
know.
Let him
Yes.
say what he believes.
Exactly.
And that's how you get your rebuttal on. Like, you gotta finish his thought first.
You watch debates on fucking TV. That'd be chaos. That'd be chaos. You follow the debate, but like, maybe you taught them. Maybe you taught them. You and Rosie taught them, and through their good spirit, thanks for self-control, and through that good spirit. You know what I mean? It was a little easier for them to start making them choices, but yeah, they're still making choices. But if you think you as conscious as Nazi is at 6 years old, he's going to be at 30 or
No,
26.
you learn more information.
Exactly.
And that's an assumption that me and Rosie taught them things. That's an assumption.
Cool. But like I said, anyway, like, but like, yo, when you're in that mode, as we said on 15 fucking podcasts, look it up. You in that download state, that data state.
Yeah,
So
data.
And, but like I'm saying in the physical world,
0 to 7,
if you compare this to computer, you're in a straight sponge, download. So your consciousness
That's
not
the
fully
nurture,
developed.
but that's the nurture. That's not the nature. That's the nurture is going in.
Everybody that watches,
control.
everybody that watches Transformers or X-Men or anything, you get a jewel from everything. You watching the fucking Simpsons and capture jewels. So that's the spark. So sometimes you think it's yourself and it's not. There's a spark that hit you because every 10-year-old that watched X-Men didn't see X-Men the way we seen it. How we broke shit down.
Why did you see X-Men the way you saw it?
Because of you and other people like that. You know what I'm saying? So well, I'm just saying, not everybody is. That's my nurture. Like I said, I gave it. I know why I'm like this. I'm saying that you got to me every 10-year-old. Some people that watch
No, I
X-Men.
didn't say every 10-year-old.
No. I'm just saying everybody that watches X-Men don't see it. Some niggas be able to see it. Some 10-year-olds be able to sit down there, 12-year-olds, 30, however advanced you are, because there's some 10-year-old niggas at college, so your advancement plays a part. However advanced you are, for whatever reason, you gonna pick up on different stuff. Like, yo, this kind of remind me of this. This kind of remind me of the black versus white. This kind of remind me of slavery. And the other 10-year-old just see fucking Wolverine slicing niggas and Cyclops blowing shit up in his eyes. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's a spark that catches you. That's all it is. Like sometimes it's a spark. You're like, whoa, that shit was a jewel. Like,
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that some kids are just consciously more aware than other kids.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody, but
that's all I said.
But the argument is nobody really
Question
knows
was,
how.
regardless of what consciously choose to be a
That's
baby.
why he asked
Are you
questions.
thinking kids
And I don't
consciously
know.
choose
I
to
don't
be
know.
a
My thing
baby?
is nurture
Yes,
versus nature.
I think it's nature and nurture. I think the nurture is the theta download that he's talking about. I think nature is who you born, who you are. I think it's who
I'm
you
saying,
are.
well, like you gotta think about this. You grew up in an era with 5%ers. You grew up in an era with these rappers talking that shit. So
But before I even came to that, this is who I was. At
Nah,
5, 6 years old, I remember being who I was and the things I used to do.
yeah, but you had Uncle
It made me
Dane
a
too.
dream.
You know what I'm
but-
saying? What the fuck? So
And it made me a
you
dreamer.
taking the credit? No, I'm saying.
No, I'm not taking the credit. I'm just telling you
If you was
all the
on
things
them,
before Dane
I
gave me the
understand.
books,
No,
bro.
I don't gotta give you no book.
Before all
It's
of that,
energy.
I ain't have-
Listen, because
Go ahead.
it's not physical. It's not about literally reading a book. It's energy. So you don't gotta say shit sometimes. Sometimes the way the person carry themselves, what the person say, like yo, it could be some street shit, like yo, always keep your eyes open. That kind of stuff. Your average person don't get. Like Marco,
I understand, but
hold
I'm not even
Hold on,
talking
can
about
I
that
pick
stuff.
No, I'm just saying. Like our cousin Marco, he's not gonna get that
I
jewel.
understand that, but I'm
Yo,
not-
you know, I'm just saying, because that one
Can I
spark.
piggyback for 5 seconds?
Go ahead, bro.
To go to your point. I'm not trying to say, and I'm gonna piggyback on you, but like I said, I'm a realist. I'm gonna piggyback. Give me a 20 seconds span. Piggyback on your point real fast. And if you don't believe me, everybody got smartphones. You can use mine. 90% of what your actions is and what you think and how you move is subconscious. So maybe it's around people and subconsciously is getting influence. And we can expect, and that's not a fucking if, that's a fact. 10% is conscious, 90% is sub.
That is fact.
So, okay, then let's go to see how you was born, right? Yeah, some people watch superhero shit. I watch superhero shit, but that's what I say. I was someone choose. And when you get to that point, you can start choosing to be conscious. I watch superhero shit, and I base a lot of my things I'm doing right now over superheroes. But when I watch superhero shit as a younger, I was like, damn, what if you had powers? Just as a kid, a baby thought, what if you had powers? I wish I could shoot ice out my hand and fire. And then as I started getting older, I realized, damn, every hero got an origin story. They have to go through struggle. Damn, oh shit. If you can't be a superhero without your uniform, you can't be with your uniform. That means this: if you ain't nothing without the money and motherfucking cars and bitches, you ain't nothing. Period. This is all older, conscious, self-growth. What's going thoughts? When I was a kid, I just wanted to shoot fucking lasers out my fucking eyes. That's all I wanted to do. But it made me think outside the box. What if? Like the Marvel shit. That's what the superhero shit different. What if? Maybe my spirit was a little more keen to thinking a little esoteric, other things than other people. Maybe we think of what if.
There's a lot of sparks
But
around
I
you,
wasn't
man.
consciously
Yeah, nah.
fucking strategically
sparks is
doing
unconscious.
like, I mean, like,
Not all the sparks is
It
conscious.
may be natural, like what he's saying. Maybe a natural spark. That's the reason you have that
receptive.
spark.
Yeah, you
but you
receptive.
consciously start building onto that raw material. You know, it's like them kids going to the X-Men, the X-Mansion, the Xavier gifted school for gifted children. It's like them going to that. Sometimes, you have to learn to own their power. They had power from the rip, but they go there to constantly learn how to. Oh, okay, when you get mad, you can shoot them. But dude, that's what it is. That's what my question was. I'm not trying to say niggas when you have no consciousness or your brain dead.
You're trying to make no topic. Alright, so all right, what's question very clear.
So I'm trying to make my shit precise and clear.
I understand.
But it's powerful.
A conscious building, being in the state
That's
of
what
knowing
you
what
try to
you're doing.
choose.
Being in the
That's
state
the
of knowing
best
what
choose.
you're doing. Being in the state, I know what you said. Being in the state of knowing what you're doing.
We coming back to the
Consciously
origin. Alright,
being in
let's
the
get
state
back
of
to
knowing what you're doing.
Alright,
I know
we
exactly
advanced.
what
That's
you're
what
saying.
I got 2 or 3.
Yeah. We
know
finished
exactly
high school,
what
we're in
you're
college now. So what makes you choose to keep going to college? Basically, what you're trying to say. I think fear. That's my biggest thing. Fear. A lot of people, if you're a Christian, Catholic, Jew, Muslim, a lot of niggas do it because of their God shit, religion shit. Us, who's not really super religious, I'm gonna say fear. I fear that.
I agree with that.
I fear doing wrong causes wrong. I'm a big believer in what goes around comes around. So I just try my best every day to try to do the right thing. Sometimes you make the wrong decision, but at the same time you try your best to try to do the right thing because I don't need no fucking bad karma. Like that's just the bottom line. Like yo, you might just keep doing good. The fuck is bad. That's just gonna happen. You don't need to just live in a world of just fucking of just fucked up shit. Cause if niggas don't believe that shit gonna come back to you, then you know what I'm saying. Like,
and I agree on that one. And if it's right, it's right. If it's wrong, it's wrong. But fear keeps me in line. I was to tell my shorty this morning. Even with me doing this shit and doing all the things I do, I'm like, damn, I'm scared to go back to the old West. Like, I'm just scared to go back to that. I'm scared to be bad, so I have bad karma. Like, that's scared. Like, ooh, like it ruins my life. It's just like. It keeps me in line. Like, nah, definitely. The fear reminds me that ain't right. The fear reminds me that ain't building. That's destroying in the context of positivity. Like, that fear reminds me, like, yo, son, that's non-cypher or that's cypher. Like, that fear keeps reminding me basically who the fuck I am. Because, it keeps you in line. Because life will take you in order. Like, I ain't perfect. I did a lot of non-cypher shit growing up. And fucking, I super ass recently, but in my 20s and shit like that, but like, it still keeps you in line. Cause after you do it, you reflect on it. Nah, that shit is awesome shit. You conscious feel bad, you feel guilty, that's what will make you not do it again. When people get numb to that shit, like, I don't give a fuck. That's like, why you keep choosing? Cause at the end of the day, my mom was telling me a story earlier about nigga used to sell mad drugs and what you call it, shit, getting shit like that, and he fucking, some church, heavy in church shit, and he covered his man, but he's getting shot at, and he got shot at, but he told God, if you save me, I'm good, and he got saved and got big on some fucking, on some spiritual shit. That's a choice. Selling drugs, shoot at niggas, boys in the community, I don't get fucked, chains, bitches, what you call it, that chose, nothing, it's just a choice. That epiphany, like, nah, I'm good. I am good, and he just chose. Over something, he's some fucking preacher nigga, and everybody knows, like, what are you talking about? The fuck out of here with that shit. She's telling me, like, everyone's like, yo, it's a choice. Was that in him from the whole time? Maybe. But was the other part in him the whole time? Maybe. Because we have duality, nigga. Yeah. You got yourself and your shadow self. Another thing that's what's proof. You duality, it's balance. We just not born constantly. I was born constantly all just. I don't know what.
Said that either.
I never said you said that. I'm talking in general now. If it don't apply, let it fly. I'm not talking about if you was constantly all just. I don't think nobody's born all fucking just. Now I mean, so it's like, you got that shadow self, you got that motherfucking light self. So every day, that's where that fucking symbolism and cartoon and shit come from. Angel and devil. Every day making sure, nah, take that shit. No, don't do this. All I'm saying, so grown up is a symbolism. You know what I mean? So it's like, you constantly make the choice to say, I'm fucking with the devil side. I'm fucking with this side. That's it. That's all Jedi's is. That's all fucking Star Wars is, Sith Jedi. They use the same fucking source. But depending on your intentions, your light turns to red. Depending on my intention, my turn to blue or yellow. Shows where your soul is at. That's all that shit is. You know what I mean? So like, that's what the fuck I'm trying to say. Why would somebody keep choosing? Because that will fucking make you sway you. You watch superhero shit, like people going to superhero shit. That's what Andrew Tate used to do a lot. Because it's a great analogy, a great metaphor. You go to superhero shit, you know, there's fucking superheroes and the villains. Then all of a sudden the villains is working with, I said fucking Harley Quinn's working with Batman now. Like, I said the fucking thing, I'm like, damn, Harley Quinn's on Batman's side. I stopped reading the comic books and all that shit. But like, that's what happens, because you stop making a choice. Joker stop fucking her over. She's like, fuck this nigga, I'm stopping this time in his life, I'm gonna stop. Choice. Same crazy bitch that was killing everybody, choice. Now she's helping people. So that's why I said, why would somebody keep choosing? And you said you could do that from when you were younger. And that's why I disagreed on, because I like to make that conscious decision when you're younger. That's an adult thought. You may have a good spirit from whatever past life, because that shit is real. But like
conscious decisions to make right things, you could do that at a young age.
yeah, you can, but
Other things,
but the more complex it gets, the more critical thinking you're gonna need.
It becomes more complex with the data download and the nurturing around you, depending on
and
the
life's gonna throw shit
That's
at
why
you.
I just said the nurturing. That's the nurturing
the
around
nature's
you.
gonna throw shit
That's
at
the
you,
nature
so
around you. The nature around you.
Sometimes you're not there.
The nature around you, if you're not a strong enough soul, can sway you in many directions, especially from 0 to 7 when you downloading information. If you're going from it could sway you. That's a given. You know what I'm saying? It can sway you. Some of us are born consciously already aware to make a righteous decision. As you grow older, life swaying you. These are the tests and the challenges to whether remain. Do you become more conscious, and are you going to grow becoming a more conscious being? You know what I'm saying? That's it. Some of us come out the door. We may, you know what I'm saying, you go in the store. We might see the pencil. We're going to take the pencil because opportunity arises. Some of us go into that same store, look at the pencil a million times with opportunity and don't touch it. Never touch it. Always making the right conscious decision. As they go through life, through their naturing, niggas out here shooting, their homeboys selling drugs, they might be swayed. They might be swayed.
Like I said,
they might be swayed.
Let's not give too much power to
That's what
ourselves
I'm
too. You know what I'm saying? Like the power comes after you become a certain level.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because
you become. Yeah.
Life could be a teacher. It don't have to be.
Life is a teacher.
It don't have to be a big brother.
Life is a teacher.
That's the whole point.
You could be 1 years old and touch the iron, get burned, and never do it again because the light taught you this shit is fucking hot. And some kids will touch it over and over and over and over again. And you keep yelling at them, "What you touching it for?"
That's why I said why somebody constantly choose. You have to give, like you said, you have to give life credit sometimes for being a lesson teacher. It's not always nature and nurture. Life is the biggest one that's going to throw. I mean the analogy, right? If you're not a fighter in life, that's why you see some people get washed up, some people get depressed, some people get, because that's literally you have to fight, not literally fight life. But if you're not fighting life is a bully or is a fucking, is your ally.
It's just gravity, unrelenting.
If you stop fighting life, what's happening if a bully stop fighting life? You're not gonna swing, the bully's gonna fuck you up. Okay, thank you, and you're gonna go home with a fucking shiner. But if you start scrapping with life a little bit, that bully on a certain days, but nah, I'm not gonna fuck you. I'm gonna let you get rock today. I know you're for fighting fuck with David. I know niggas pussy.
It's like I know I could walk in to a store and I could tell without rolling any of them motherfuckers under the bus. Two out of the 3 oldest take that.
Yeah.
And they're gonna take it. And the third one will be like, I'm not doing that. Over and over, he'd be like, I'm not doing that. The other 2 will be like, I can do it, go ahead. And they're gonna go, why? What makes them? I did it too, nigga.
That's stupid shit.
I did it too. But my point is, what makes the other one don't and the other 2 do? And my point is, to me, the other one's more conscious of his actions than the other 2.
Or hold up, I'm not disagreeing with that because you just said that, and that's real.
Use different words.
And that's real riveting. That's real riveting. I'm not disagreeing with that. Yeah. And I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm opposing that thought. It could be that because the way you refer to it, yeah, that's still provoking. But the way like words are powerful. You gotta word that shit. I've been trying to use my words and slow down my speech because words are powerful. I talk fast. I lose that shit when I'm editing. I'll be fucking jumbling my words, and that's me from back in the days. But it could be that, or can it be one is just more fearful?
That's what I said.
Could be both.
That's what
It could be fucking both.
So
like, say,
I mean, how do you measure it? I
can't
disagree with that.
Keeps you alive, man.
I can't disagree with that because I don't know. Because that shit is, oh, maybe why? What, is one having a little more of a spiritual epiphany than one at that moment, even at that age? Or one is just more fearful of the consequences. And the thing is, but does that make him more aware? Because he knows the consequences more than the other one.
It does make him more conscious.
We all established
one thing to say this. If off of what you and him just said, and I'm not gonna say I agree with it, but if off of you and him just said, fear keeping you alive,
not being scared. You know
not in that manner, not scared and frightful. I mean, fear keeping you in line. Because let me get to the other point. If you say fear is keeping you in line, what you're saying is keeping you more consciously aware of your actions. So wouldn't that be the case nonetheless? Wouldn't, even if it is fear, wouldn't it be that keeping him consciously more aware of his actions?
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. I'm like, fear's not negative.
I'm not using it as negative.
No, I'm just saying because to the average person, fear is always using a negative connotation.
No.
Give y'all last touch. We got more. This is going over. Say we got one more word on this much on. Do y'all consider yourself a builder? Quick fast.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Why?
yeah.
Quick, fast. Why ask this?
Quick, fast. That's what the fuck we was doing. That's what the fuck we was doing.
I'm talking about in every facet.
In every facet, that's what the fuck we doing.
I say I'm getting there.
If you,
I want to be able to every facet. But
nah, that's what you're doing. Listen, if you fucking building and the brick don't fit, you keep building till the brick fit, till you get the right size, the right fit. You take the measurement, and that's what you're doing. That's what the whole point of a conversation and discussion is building.
Mm-hmm.
So what we doing? You're getting the right fit. So yeah, I build every day. You have to build. You got a wife. It's not cut and dry. It's never cut and dry with somebody because everybody think the way they think. So you have to build with them to get to a conclusion, or you just live by yourself.
So, you be able to consider building. Why?
Like I said, at this point, it's not a choice. It's just what you do. It's just who you are. At this point, like you just, like I said, it's your nurture. And to go against your nature, to go against your nurture, to go against what's been around you is breaking the mold. You fucking it up. You know what I'm saying? So why would you go against that? Like it don't make sense. It's not even a thought. You don't wake up like, yeah, I'm gonna try to do this. You just do it because you know better by now. So it's like, what the fuck? You an idiot?
I build because there's way too much destroys in the world. I build because I don't feel right doing negative, crazy, hurtful shit for no fucking apparent reason. It doesn't feel good to me internally. Never did. So that icky feeling, whether it's for gains or no gains. And I build because the other option for that is playing for the other side. I don't want to play for the fucking side. Nigga, like, I'm not trying to play for them niggas. The niggas is weirdos. Niggas has got no loyalty. There's no honor amongst thieves on the other side. So I play for the side of light. And like, it's more beneficial to me.
It was always cooler to be It was always cooler to me growing up. It was always cooler to be a G.I. Joe.
As I said, I always be a superhero, not a villain. I'm not gonna hold you. So like,
because the villains, I mean, I love Darth Vader.
I think I have villains I
love
cool,
Megatron, but it was all.
I wouldn't be a superhero, nigga. Who the fuck?
Because I understood Darth Vader and Megatron and why they thought the way they thought. I just thought they was bugged out. But yeah,
man, that segment, we should have some real juice in it. And like I said, this is what we do here. This is what we've been doing. I mean, like this is really what we've been doing. But this high frequency convo is not a gimmick. High frequency convo is great. We live in there every fucking day. You know what I mean? I said we always on the highest frequency, but we always try to be on the highest frequency. We always talk like this. Every time we approach anything, we always try to talk from the highest point, the highest frequency point of it. But and that was building.